This is Monday, October 19th, 2020, meeting of the Board of Assessors. As a preliminary matter, please note that this meeting is being recorded and that some attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you. Take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. This is Kevin Pond, Chair of the Board of Assessors. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me prior to me calling the meeting to order. Members, as I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Bev Wheeler?
Aye.
Aye. Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Molly Reed?
Aye.
Okay. Do we have any anticipated speakers on the agenda?
No.
Okay. With a quorum of the board present, I call this meeting to order at 6:13 p.m. on Monday, October 19th, 2020. Okay,
Okie dokie.
got through that.
So we have minutes from the 23rd.
Yes.
You want me to read them?
Yeah, I think we'll go over them a little bit.
Okay.
I've got them so I can look, but
So we were all here and you called to the meeting to order at 6. You approved the minutes for July 22nd and the 26th. Bev made the motion and Kevin seconded, and it was a unanimous vote. We had a notice from the town clerk about the open board seat, and it will be a joint appointment between the select board and the Board of Assessors. The DLS sent out their link to the 2020 list of corporations, and the Community Garden River Bridge poll and payoff. There was a memo that went out on the poll and the paying off of the lease. They paid it off in one lump sum. Do you remember that?
I don't remember it, but I don't remember when that took place, so to speak.
And then you looked at the August permits.
Okay.
The town administrator had sent out the draft job descriptions to be reviewed. That's on my to-do list. We went over the tax classification report, and I told you that preliminary values were received on September 17th, and we were starting our public disclosure for 5 days. And I told you that the CMRPC had sent the mapping agreement, which now I will have to remember to put that on my list. I need to get it back from Margaret. And then you signed excise commitments, payables, and Kevin signed payroll. All the appraisals were all done, the employee appraisals, and then we did the next meeting for September 28th, October 14th, and 28th. And then we adjourned.
Okay. All those in favor of the minutes as they are, please say aye. Bev?
Bev,
I heard- She said aye.
Okay. Kevin, aye. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only correspondence is the notice for special town meeting came out today, and it's going to be December 5th at noon, which December 5th is a Saturday at noon at 23 Linden Street. And the warrant closes November 2nd. I don't know of anything that the board would want to put on the agenda. The special town meeting. So we won't be submitting a warrant article.
So we don't need anything or anything like that to put on there?
No, I think that if I remember correctly, Margaret said at the department head meeting that this is mostly zoning
Oh, okay,
stuff that they took off of special town meeting.
yeah.
So
And is this where River Bridge is coming back to make a presentation also?
might be. I don't know what all the warrant are. The selectmen are still looking over the warrant articles.
Okay,
So I don't know that yet.
all right,
And then, so the only things I wanted to talk about was I updated the tax rate listing, the historical tax rate listing, and it's on the website. I didn't know if you guys wanted copies for your own personal viewing.
I think I'm all set with that, although if I needed one, I could come in.
Yep.
Okay,
Discuss meeting times and dates. So our next meetings is going to be, since we already discussed it,
28.
October 28th and December 9th. And we'll leave it open if we have a meeting in November.
okay,
In the stuff to be signed is just the chapter list of the ones that you signed, that you came in and signed the chapter applications, and there was a listing there for you to sign of those, so that I can post it with the minutes. That's why I put it in a spreadsheet.
Did
Yeah.
we sign it or not sign it?
No, it's in the pile to sign. I just
Okay.
wanted you to say, it's just kind of in there. It doesn't,
Okay.
I just wanted, well, you didn't have any questions about it, Kevin, so never mind. I guess I don't
No.
have to talk about it.
no, just got back actually, so yes, okay,
And I had Jack come in to talk about restarting the cyclical data inspections. And so we reworded our postcard that went out. And I can send it to you or I can read it. Let's see, the data collector, Jack Mulhahey, will be in your neighborhood in the next few weeks. He will have proper ID and a mask. Please allow an exterior inspection to confirm measurements and update photos, front and rear, of the dwelling and outbuildings. If your yard is not accessible or has pets outside, please contact Jack directly to arrange a time for safe access. If you are comfortable confirming information at the door or allowing interior inspections, you may contact Jack to discuss. Otherwise, the interior inspections will resume when the COVID pandemic is under control. For everyone's safety, please wear a mask and maintain social distancing during these inspections. Average inspection time is 20 minutes. You can also call Jack in advance to schedule an appointment if you prefer. Jack can be reached at his phone number. Your time and cooperation are important and greatly appreciated during this property verification process.
yeah,
So Jack was willing to at least start with doing the exterior measurements so we don't get too far behind, and we'll go from there.
okay. Let's ask some questions on that. So how many do we have him, quote, trying to get done?
I think it was 60 this year.
Okay, 60. And what time limit does he have to finish it by?
Well, it should have been finished by June, but
There we
because of the
go. Okay,
but because of the pandemic, we weren't doing it.
okay, so there is no really time limit. We're just gonna try and keep at it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So we
And
don't
what-
get, actually, I might have Joanne add a line that says something, if you care to discuss this with the assessors or make a appointment and put the assessor's number on here also.
Yeah, I think it should be on there. I'm not sure. I think that's a good idea. Maybe put our hours to call too.
Yep, yep,
Somebody doesn't call on Friday and then be upset. But when they call, we have to make sure Jack gets that message or the
Right.
phone, and Jack's in agreement to call the people after we give him the initial message.
yeah, he's already agreed that he'd rather take the phone calls than having them call the office and then us calling him to call
Yeah.
the people back. So
Yeah,
that's why he said it was okay to put his number in there.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. So we'll get them lined up with their questions and then give them Jack's number.
Yep,
So
or
they
if
know
they
what
just
to ask.
totally don't want anybody to be at their property, then we'll keep a list and send it to Jack.
Yeah, okay.
Because I think those calls should be coming to the office, not to Jack.
Um,
Any complaints or anything, of people asking why we're doing this or,
yeah. Yeah, and we might be able to get that straightened
good.
out and then get them off the quote, the people who don't want to be visited, maybe they then want to be visited if we just tell them what we're doing.
yeah.
Okay. What section of town is he up to now, or is it all over?
It's a certain section and I forget.
Okay. And it's are we still on the 1/5 division, or are we,
We extended it out a little bit. So this cyclical will end in 2026, which will be the next reval. And then it will start up again on a 5-year cycle.
okay, so he's gonna be doing this for the next 6 years,
Yep,
every
it's actually
year?
the next 5 years.
Okay, okay, 5 years, 6 years. And he is gonna be doing it every year, continually doing basically 1/5 of the town section, so to speak.
Yeah,
Okay, and then after 2026, he goes to what format?
and it would be 1/5.
It'll be
This,
1/5 per year. I thought we're on a 1/5 schedule already.
well,
Do I have that wrong?
our last cyclical ended in FY 18.
Okay,
After it was actually, I don't think we finished it till FY 19. So, in order to keep it in pace with our reval schedule, which is part of the DOR's thought pattern, is that everybody will finish their cyclical at their next reval. We spread it out a little bit more. So he's
Okay.
doing a little less per year so that it gets done in 2026.
okay, so he's basically gonna do it, a section of the town every year and try and that's the end of it. And he's gonna start in when and then stop when. Like, if it was a normal year, he would start in what?
Well, I would give him all his things in the spring so he could get out and do it. And then,
April or so, or,
yeah,
right,
well,
okay,
March probably.
yeah,
I give it
okay,
to him. So if he, if the weather's, that's our plan, is to get it to him by March, let's say.
okay,
And then he does it up till June 30th, whatever he doesn't finish, because that's the cutoff date we need to set the tax rate, to do the file, billing. Then that goes on to the next year.
okay, yeah. Just trying to keep it in line here.
Yep,
If somebody's listening in, which I don't mind. Okay, and he's gonna be, well, it depends on how many he does. So we'll say 60 units each time, I'm just guessing. Okay, April through June, we're gonna continue that every year, so to speak. Okay, I'm good with that. Yep,
Bev, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay,
You guys were chatting. I was just listening.
so
Well-
you have any questions about that, Bev, or?
No, well, the only question is like the apartments down there, are they checked every year? Down at
W-
the Shell as to completion and when we can tax them in full?
Yeah, that's not cyclical. That's still
Okay.
that's still
New
an
growth,
ongoing permit.
okay, all right.
So, and with them, when are we gonna go down, as long as it's before what, June of this coming year?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And do we know how much more is going to be quote finished than last year?
In 2022.
No, 21, I'm gonna guess.
No, in the calendar year 21.
Yeah,
I think they're supposed to be finished up by the end of the year or the 1st of January. I don't know that. I haven't asked that. I've been too busy trying to do the growth and the tax rate and everything. I sort
Yeah.
of lost touch with all the other things.
yeah. But it looks like it's really, I'd
Yeah, it's
almost say coming to
really
an
coming
end.
along.
Yeah.
So we'll have more growth for that next year.
Yeah, okay. Yep, good question. All right, where are we now?
Now we're just coming in and signing all that paperwork. So
Okay.
there was 2 abatement adjustments. There's one exemption. I told you about, there's one chapter land to be signed, and then those 2 lists. Commitments and warrants for the FY21 real and personal property, CPA, and betterments. And then
Okay.
there's month endings for the October exemptions and CPA adjustments. And then there's a payable, and then there was payroll for Kevin to sign.
Okay.
And
Um,
that's it.
somebody asked me about the CPA charge under commercial. So, they're included with the CPA?
Yes, they get the $100,000 discount, and then they get the CPA at 3% of their taxes after the 100,000, just like the residential.
Right. So does their tax rate then affect, well, it would, their tax rate would affect how much they pay?
Yep.
Yes. So at, I don't know, we're at 15 something and they're at 27, just ballpark numbers. That would revolve around the 27, whatever it is, if it's commercial.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Just double checking. Okay. And do we want to talk about, do we really have to have a job description for we're looking for someone to fill a vacancy, correct?
Yeah, Mary, I didn't realize Mary had tagged you guys into that.
I'm
I
not
think that
sure she did, but,
well, Beverly had got it, so.
Yes, you did.
oh,
So
okay.
I think that when Doug left,
Yeah,
that Beverly saw the opening and must have submitted a letter of intent or interest.
Yes,
we
and then I
didn't-
had to go before the select board.
Yeah, and we didn't. And I guess we don't have a letter of so we skipped this process. So did you say that Jane Sawyer wanted to do it?
yes, but she cannot because she's on another board and would not give up the other board.
Oh, what night? Okay. All right, so then I guess we have to put it out there to see if we get any takers,
Okay,
unless
All right.
anybody can think of somebody.
okay.
See, so when Bev was done we skipped over this part of listing it wherever town boards are listed. I don't know. So this is I'm learning as Mary keeps sending me stuff.
Okay, I just see it here and I'm like, I'm not sure anybody's gonna sign up for it if they have to know or read through all this stuff.
But it was a briefer description on the board back in the day when Doug left, outside of Eloise's office,
Yeah,
that bulletin board.
Yeah,
It was just a little, vacancy open for the assessors, blah, blah, blah.
right.
Send letter of intent, and then the select board called me before them.
okay.
Yeah.
The, maybe Margaret hasn't weighed in on any of this, because again, she's been busy like I am with the tax rate and
Yeah,
all that stuff. So,
okay.
we'll have to, it probably doesn't have to be as complicated as it was, because that's what I looked at it and thought, oh my God, they really want to put something like this out
I
there.
know.
Who's gonna sign up for this? I'm going, what?
Get me off this boat.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm looking, while we're on get off, it looks like I expire in December on 2020, doesn't it? Am I done in December? I'm like, wow.
so I will send your feedback back saying that it seems too complicated and maybe you should just make it, and there's an opening on the Board of Assessors.
Yeah,
Call the assessor's office if you want more information, or if you want to volunteer, send a letter.
Mhm.
Or maybe I'll find what Bev said she saw outside Eloise's office.
yeah. If it's still there, I don't know. But
No, it's not still there, Kevin. They took it down after I took the position.
Well, I might, well, see, again, Eloise is too busy doing balloting stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This, I'm not going to really ask anybody till after November 3rd.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
I'm with
She
ya.
has the stuff, but as far as saying you
Yeah.
thought the board thought it was too complicated and you all wanted to leave with that.
I'm out. I can see right here, I'm done. It says
No,
right here.
Kevin, you got reelected. That's not updated.
Oh, you
Remember,
sure?
you just ran again and you got voted in.
I don't know that I did. All I can see is what I read right here. It says 2020. I'm done, so.
Yeah, well, you were done, but somebody gave you CPR.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
So that's
so,
all I really have. The bills have been mailed out. I don't know if you've gotten yours yet or not.
Yes, we did.
don't know.
And I've had one call. So I sent them out an abatement application. The abatement applications are due November 16th, which is a Monday. So I'll keep you abreast on that. And maybe we might want to meet after the abatements are all in to make a plan on
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how to do them. So
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea. When the CPA is on your bill, is that half? Or is that for the full year?
no, it's divided in half somehow. I did all the math.
Yeah,
it's-
no, I'm just, again, I was somewhere else and somebody was talking about that. So the first bill we get, it's half. And then the next bill, it's still on there
And
and it's half.
And it's half, right? Like the
Okay.
taxes. Split in half like the taxes.
Yep, okay. Just checking. All right. Anything else?
no, nope. I need to regroup and file the big pile of Reval stuff that's on my desk and start over.
Okay. Yeah, well, now that the tax is somewhat over, we good with that? I mean, we have enough help to get all that done and everything?
Yep.
Okay. w- uh, is Joanne not, we have no referee tonight, so what's up with that?
Well, her daughter's visiting,
Yeah,
so I told her she didn't have to, I told her I could handle it. And she's
So-
also gonna work from home for tomorrow and Wednesday.
yeah. Do we need a referee? That's why I'm just,
No, not if we have a short, nice little agenda that's not complicated,
yeah,
but I think she likes to know what's going on, so.
oh, I could see that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, are we somewhat finished?
Yep, we're all done.
Okay,
So we're adjourning at 6:38.
yes. All those in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Okay, Kevin, aye.
Okie dokie.
Oh, can I ask one question
Yep.
or not? Where we're not being paid, because my understanding, we have an opening.
Yes, you have to have, you basically can't sign your own paycheck. So the two of you are signing your own paychecks. You need the third person to sign according to June.
All right, so am I getting interest on my pay that you're not paying me?
Oh, sure, we could just give it to you at the end of the year.
How's it? Well, I can't get it. I'm not gonna be able to get it.
Well, we hopefully will have an assessor in place.
And if we don't,
Yeah, what happens? I didn't know anything about this.
I don't know.
You keeping me out of the loop?
no,
No,
I don't know
we-
where it came from. And they just, someone said I'm not getting paid.
I think because you were in the office. And I told you that you can't. So as soon as we get a third board member, we will pay you whatever it is. We have been paying you quarterly.
Yeah,
Prior to me coming here and putting it on the schedule, you just got like paid willy-nilly. So,
yeah, yeah, pretty much. It's a good description.
so maybe you'll get 2 paychecks this year. I don't know.
But
And
should there be a ruling that somebody, even like Margaret or somebody from the select board, they can't be,
I
That's-
asked that also and sort of didn't really get an answer, so.
That's where I was heading towards, Bev, because if somebody really needed the money,
right,
I
to
would
pay their
think,
taxes?
yes, I would think that's, I
I'll
can't
send
really
out
say.
I will send out an email to ask about that.
Okay, and again, it's just
Hypothetical.
it's just a concern. I don't know if we can vote not to have that in there at town meeting to take that out, or, but I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know,
we
I'd
need
have
three.
to ask June what
Yeah,
chapter and verse that is to
yeah,
figure it out.
Because
okay,
we might not be the only board that this happens to either.
Yep,
You
You're
know,
right.
there
you're
could be
right,
boards that are in the same predicament.
I
correct.
mean,
I mean, we're still doing our due diligence, doing the assessors work.
Actually, I think it's only the assessors and the selectmen who get compensated, but I will check it out and report back to you.
yeah, it's just a small point of interest, kind of interesting, but. Okay, All
Okay,
right.
so
And
now
then
we're,
when you go to sign your stuff, Kevin, give
yes,
me a call and then I will head up there after you're done and,
you,
whenever you want to go, because I was going by there and ran in just before supper. I just got home, so
oh,
do you want me to go up and
no,
let you in?
she can just come in, call the office and we'll let you
oh
in.
yeah, during the day. That's right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. I can do that. That's easy.
Yeah, okay.
So
I
now
have a
we're joining at 6, well, go ahead. Do you have more to talk
Yeah.
about?
No, I just have a long day and I will not be able to make it tomorrow whatsoever, so.
Okay,
And glad you told me about that. Okay, so we can adjourn again now at 6:42. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.